Hey everyone, hope you are really well. Thank you so much for being here and spending some time with me. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Louise Marks. I've been in the home-based space, online space for 15 years. I've had some great success. I spent 10 years selling products. Many of you will think that the network marketing industry is all about selling products. And today, my friends, I'm going to be showing you that there is a completely different way. Now, whilst I've had some great success, I've also had some huge failures. I got burnt very badly in the crypto space. I lost everything. My business, home, bankruptcy, everything gone. I felt shame, guilt. I was depressed, and I said that I would never come back to the online space. And in fact, in 3 days' time is my 1 year anniversary with LiveGood. My goodness, it only feels like 5 minutes ago that I got started. Now, what I'm going to talk to you about today is the subscription economy, which has been around for a few decades. And actually, now, as a result of COVID, is $1 trillion industry because businesses changed the way that they did business when we got hit with COVID. And now, for the very first time in the home-based space, it's allowing the average person to have a piece of that $1 trillion industry. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from some slides. I say it every time, I'm not a professional speaker. I want to show you how easy it is. All I'm going to do over the next few minutes is read from some slides, and if I can do it, absolutely anybody can. Now we all have memberships that we're paying on a monthly basis, right? But none of them pay you. But with LiveGood, we have a membership that pays you for sharing it. An absolute genius concept that's been around for 2.5 years. Now, to give you an idea of some of the popular memberships, you'll see them there on the screen. Amazon, Netflix, Costco, Disney Plus, Spotify. I've just been playing you my YouTube. You'll notice there's no adverts. I pay a subscription for that. I mean, I pay subscriptions. I mean, I dread to think how much money is coming out of my bank on a monthly basis on subscriptions that I'm paying. Plumbing businesses, car washes, even boxer shorts. You can get pants in the mail on a subscription. Have a look at the numbers here, guys. These are huge. Now, why did businesses start to move to a subscription? Because whether I watch a film on Netflix or not, they're still getting paid, right? Whether I buy from Amazon or not, they still get paid. It is a reoccurring revenue. And that's why businesses are many are moving to a subscription model because they're getting paid whether we're accessing their products or services or not. But none of them pay you. When was the last time Netflix sent you some money? They don't. But with this concept, they have. Now, Amazon launched July 1995. Would you believe when they got started, all they were selling were books, even second-hand ones. Jeffrey Bezos laughed at who's going to buy books online. Clearly, he knew where the online space was going. And then in the early 2000s, he expanded from books to videos, music, clothing, electronics, toys, everything. I pay my Amazon Prime membership to get my products delivered to my door next day. Now, with LiveGood, it's December 13th tomorrow, isn't it? Friday the 13th, 2.5 years old tomorrow. They launched on December 13th with a very first of its kind. It's a wholesale membership club. Guests in the room, I know there's a few of you today. This is the first key bit of information I want you to take away. Let me tell you this. Traditional network marketing businesses don't like LiveGood for one reason and one reason only. We do not have expensive products. Where I spent 10 years, those products were expensive, right? We've come into the industry, shaken it up, and shown that there's an absolutely different way. Now, in the world today, it is a challenging time, right? The cost of living is through the roof. Everything is so expensive. People really need to save money. So this is an easy conversation to have because we're not going, hey, I've got a product, it's £90. We're saying, hey, no, we've got a membership that you pay, which I'll share with you in a minute. We have a membership that you pay where you can actually access products that are just above cost. So let me get into it a little bit. Now, we're the first home-based business opportunity that profit shares its membership revenue with its affiliates. So you start a business with LiveGood, You naturally want to share it because, you know, the products are at wholesale price. You're helping people save money and you get paid for doing that. Now, if I set the scene a little bit for you, Netflix launched September 1999. Let's say you joined Netflix way back when, and they also gave you an affiliate link. And for everyone you shared Netflix with, they shared some of the profits with you. Netflix today, my friends, are 301 million members. What would your life look like? Think about that for a minute. It would look pretty different, right? You wouldn't be living, you'd be living your dream life. But Netflix didn't do that. But LiveGood has, because pay attention. LiveGood is going to be a household name, and I'll set that scene for you today. It will be everywhere. And you are starting today with LiveGood only being 2.5 years old. I mean, this is already changing so many people's lives, but in the next 12 months, 24 months, 3 years, 5 years, it'll be everywhere. And yet you're starting with LiveGood today. Now, our revenue doesn't come from product sales. Let that sink in for a minute. Trust me, it gets better and better and better. Our revenue comes from that small membership. So the products we have are literally above cost. Now, where I spent 10 years, there was a couple of things that I would have to do. Firstly, it would be expensive for me to get in the door because I had to buy a box of products, right? But not only that, every month I'd have to retail £1,000 worth of product. But not only that, I would also have to buy product to get paid and keep my rank. It's not like that here. And that company that I was with may have produced a product for £5 to £10, but we would then have to go and sell it for 90. We don't have that here. And the reason their products are so expensive, because out of the sale of the products, they've got to pay the commissions, the 5-star trips, all the property comes out of the sales of the products. It's not like that here. It just comes from that small membership. So the products are just above cost. Genius. Now, I said this, I've been saying this for the last few weeks. I need to get these slides updated. 2 million members we have now. When I joined, it was at 1.3. On average, 2,000 people are joining LiveGood every single day. We hit 1 million members in just over 12 months. Amazon, it took them 2 years to do that. Costco, 3.5 years. We are not interested in taking on any other network marketing company because, friends, there is no comparison. We are taking on the giants of Amazon and Costco and winning in terms of growth. And yet here you are today with LiveGood going to be a household name, being everywhere. Now, Ben Glinsky is our CEO, 25 years experience running some of the most successful companies in the nutritional and supplement industry. Ben was in retirement. I was hiding because I'd had enough of the industry after being in a really, really dark hole. I can really connect with Ben because Ben knew the old way of building a network marketing business was broken because not everyone was making money. And in fact, the top 1% of people make significant money in product-based businesses. That never sat right with me, seeing people working as hard as they possibly could, but not getting the results. So a friend of his said, right, let's do something different. Let's come and shake up the industry. And that's exactly what they've done. Now, alongside Ben, we've got Dr. Ryan Goodkin, the brains, the formulator behind the products that we've got. With his wife, Lisa, they provide phenomenal training. And then we've got Nauda Kazan, he was that friend that said, right, Ben, let's do something different. Nauda's got over 3 decades of the experience in the network marketing space. These 4 individuals, they all work from home, like myself and many people on the call. We do not have grand offices, which comes with huge overheads, by the way. We are seeing it over and over again. Product-based businesses where the products are expensive are closing their doors because people can't afford it. They can't. And would you believe 2.5 years ago, we started off with a warehouse in their back garden. Within about 15 months, we'd gone to world's #1 fastest growing business in momentum, #1. And yet we started off in a warehouse in their back garden. Crazy, right? Now, before I get into this slide, We are not a health and wellness company. So you can go few. Well, I go few because I've been there, done that, wore the t-shirt. I'm not a product-based person. I am a people person. What did Amazon start with? Can you remember? They started with books, didn't they? Ben has 25 years experience in health and wellness products. We got hit with COVID, people wanted to get healthy, but now they can actually afford it. We only just started with this. So we started with some high quality, organic, certified, affordable, natural products. These are 100% organic. Couple of things I'm going to share with you. Firstly, obviously they're wholesale price because I've touched on that, but you don't have to order a single thing. Now, friends, some of you may know the old way. You would have to buy product every month. I had to, 200 quid's worth of product, and I've seen it time and time again. People getting themselves into debt, buying product that they're not going to use to keep their rank and to get paid. It's not like that here. You could be with LiveGood until the end of time and order zero. Let that sink in for a minute. Also, because trust me, it does get better. I've been here 12 months. I've sold zero product, nothing. And that for me was when I knew. I was like, this is so different. So you don't have to order a single thing and you don't have to sell a thing. Now, in the time that I've been with LiveGood, I've only placed 3 orders in that time. Nobody's phoned me and said, Louise, do you know what? You're not ordering enough product. Those days are gone, my friends, with this concept. Now, to give you an idea of some of the savings, AG1 is currently on Amazon, not even organic, by the way, just under $100. That's a crazy price in the world today, right? For millions of people. Ours, 18. There is no comparison. 18. I spent a number of years in a collagen-based business that's recently closed its doors. £90 it was for a bottle. And having that uncomfortable, cringing feeling, thinking, oh no, if someone asks me the price, and then I've got to go and tell them it's £90. Ours, $27.95. Saving on just 3 of $174.95. Absolutely incredible. Now, we're in 232 different countries. Ben put together a pack that gets shipped out from our warehouse in Germany with 6 products in it for $99.95. What was AG1? Just under $100. Shipping's included. Best bit is optional. You buy it because you want to, not because you have to. We are not a health and wellness company. We're a buyers club, a wholesale membership club, Costco online. So the product here, what I'm sharing with people is just a membership. I'm not talking about product. I'm saying, look, listen, I can show you a way where you can actually get products that are just above cost, because remember, our revenue doesn't come from the product sales. It comes from that small membership. Now, guests, this is where I know I'm starting to create some excitement, because you're understanding the true picture of who LiveGood is. Imagine this. People come to LiveGood, right? They pay a small membership fee, which I'm going to go through with you in a minute. They then have access to a one-stop shop. Everything that you could possibly think of. An online wholesale superstore. Costco on steroids. Can you imagine the impact that this is going to have on the entire world, because we're in 232 countries, how this is going to help people? You've seen savings on just 3 products, prices you can't get anywhere else. And that is why we've gone to world's #1 in momentum within just over 12 months. Absolutely incredible. Now, we started with health and wellness. Let me touch on some of the other things. Household products, skincare, pet products, essential oils, digital products, online services. These are trillion-dollar industries, and many more other products coming. Now, I will share, and I share it every time I come on and do these sessions, because it still blows my mind, right? There was a product that came out a number of years ago. I saw it all over social media for people of a certain age, myself included, that they would put it on your bags. Like I'm a single mum, I've got 4 children, I get tired. So I've got wrinkles, right? And I would watch these videos and they would put it under here, they would fan, it would dry, and then the bags and the wrinkles would disappear. I was like, oh my goodness, that is absolute genius. I need it. It was about £100, right? It was so expensive because remember, they've got to pay the commissions, the 5-star trips, the property, all comes out the sale of the products. We now have that product. It's $14. 14. Guys, this concept blows my mind. And I've been presenting this information from day 3 of being in here. And every time I present, I'm like, guys, I really, really want you to see this because it's having such a huge impact. Now, why would you join? There's amazing products, right? More to come. Wholesale pricing. I've definitely been talking about that for the last 15 minutes. There's a 90-day empty bottle money back guarantee. You have a product, take it. You've got 3 months. You can send that bottle back empty, full cash refund, no questions asked. That tells you and I that these products have to work because the company wouldn't offer it. Number 4 is my favorite. There's nothing to buy or sell here. No more at the beginning of the month feeling that dread, thinking, where am I going to retail £1,000 worth of product? Expensive product, by the way. And no more thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to buy product, or I can't really afford it to keep your rank and get paid. We don't have that here. There's a powerful compensation plan, which I'm going to go through with you in a minute, and timing. Do you remember me talking about Netflix and being at the beginning with Netflix? But being in the beginning with LiveGood. Now, what's it going to cost? So if somebody wants to become a member and access Costco on steroids, right, they pay $9.95. That's it. Affordable for everybody. That's what Ben wanted. Whatever country you're from, having something that people could actually afford. $9.95. Now, if you're like me and many people on the call and you want to get paid for sharing it, which of course you would, you become an affiliate. You pay a one-time fee. Listen to this, right? Once of $40. You never, ever pay that again. That spoke volumes to me because LiveGood could have charged monthly. I would have paid it. I know many people on the call would have paid it. Even annually, but they didn't. They wanted a concept that was affordable for everybody. And that's why LiveGood is blowing up in pretty much every country, because people can actually afford it. So to become an affiliate, you pay your one-time fee of $40 and your first month's membership, $49.95 to start. Now, guests in the room, what I recommend that you do is you message the person that sent you here and said, give me that link, I'm ready to start, and then we'll welcome you in to the family. So I hope that I've set the scene on how powerful LiveGood is and the concept. Now I'm going to talk to you about the money part, the exciting part, right? So with LiveGood, there's 7 different ways that you can get paid. All I'm going to focus on today is 1, 2, and 3, because those are the ones that are going to matter to you the most right now. So you can start a business with LiveGood and within a week start getting paid. For many people, there is never enough money to get people to the end of the month. Why do I know that? Because whilst I've had success, I lost everything. My business, home, bankruptcy, everything gone. So knowing that I could start a business with LiveGood and within a week start getting paid, it was an absolute no-brainer. So we have weekly fast start commissions. When you join as an affiliate, right, you pay what? $49.95. So let's say I bring in Dawn, okay? Dawn pays her $49.95 to get started. Because I've introduced Dawn, the company pay me back 50% next week, $25. So let's say you share it with 10 people and 10 people join you. The following week, $250. Who do you know that could do with an extra $250? many, many people. And I'll break it down in a little bit more detail for you. You can share this membership model with as many people as you like. And for every person that joins you and pays $49.95, you get paid 50% back next week, $25 on each. But when the people that you enroll start to share the membership, you can earn additional bonus commissions up to 10 levels deep. Now, you'll see we've got ranks here in LiveGood: unranked bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, whatever rank you are at. When you bring somebody in, 50% back next week. But what shocked me was with LiveGood, the simplicity of how to rank advance, because I am used to having to do thousands and thousands of retail of products to rank advance. Here, unranked means you've not introduced anybody yet. To get to bronze, shock horror, is 2. Not 20 or 200, just 2. And they made it even easier. That could be 2 members just paying $9.95. That gets you to bronze, or affiliates. So let's say I bring in Dawn and Joyce, double trouble, mum and daughter. They came in as affiliates, right? Because I've introduced them, I get 50% back next week. I've made my money back because it cost me $49.95 to get started, right? I'm now at bronze. So when Dawn and Joyce go out and share the opportunity and bring people in, I earn a further 10%. And this goes up to 10 levels deep. Now, through my 15-year experience, and you may be thinking this, I've heard it time and time again, you're probably going through your brain thinking, no, they wouldn't want to do it. I don't know enough people. I haven't got a huge amount of contacts. Listen, right? You don't know who your referrals know. You don't. Now, my dear friend Brett, that's been in LiveGood just over 2 years, South Africa, he was struggling financially. He found the $50 to start his business. Brett, he doesn't do social media. He doesn't do TikTok. He doesn't create content. He doesn't have a large following, but he had vision. He just had a handful of friends, and he just shared it with those handful of friends, who then found a lady that went diamond in 89 days. Brett, 8,000 people in his team. His life today is very, very different. So you don't know who your referrals know. So please bear that in mind. Okay. Weekly fast start commissions, 50% back next week. Matrix is my favorite part to talk about. Residual income. Who wants residual income? Where you do something one time, just once, and yet you get paid over and over and over again. Traditional network marketing businesses, they promise you that you can earn a residual income, but they don't tell you that not only do you still have to retail £1,000 worth of product, you also have to buy product for you to access that and maintain the volume of product sales to get paid that. It's not true residual income. Here, with the matrix commissions, you do something once. You introduce somebody to the membership. What are they doing every month? They're paying $9.95 every single month. So you're getting paid every single month. Because listen, people don't quit LiveGood. Why? Because they're accessing products and services at prices they can't get anywhere else. So when you join, you start your matrix. When Joyce joined, she started hers. When Dawn joined, she started hers. When you join, you start yours. And when you start to introduce people, they just all fall underneath. And you earn 2.5% from every single membership. So let's say you bring in team and they bring in team. They all fall within your matrix. And you're earning a residual income every single month. Now, friends, listen, the positions right underneath you are really important. And I recommend before you go and share it with everybody, share it with the ones that you love the most. That might be best friend, husband, wife, brother, sister, children, whoever. I'll share with you why. When I came in, before I shared it with my network, all these positions underneath me are my family, the ones that I love the most, okay? Then once I got my family in, I then shared it with everyone else. Okay. I brought people in and my team brought people in and they brought people in and my matrix started to grow. What does that mean for my family members? Well, everyone else is falling underneath. So they are earning a residual income every single month. Every month. Now, my dear friend Johnny, first diamond in Australia, when he came in, he brought in his wife Lucy. And over here, he brought in Susanna, a lady he knew from another network. Susanna came in, just disappeared. We all know people that do that, right? But guess what? She's still paying a membership because nobody quit. She's still accessing products at wholesale price. Johnny today, 50,000 people in his team. What does that mean for Susanna? Susanna's earning a residual income month in, month out, and she has done zero. And that, my friends, is why I say share it with the people that you love the most first. Now, let me break it down in a little bit more detail for you. Susanna is unranked. She's not introduced a single person. When her matrix fills, $2,000 for doing nothing. So would you want $2,000 to go to Susanna or to somebody that you love the most? Now, I know the answer to that. Now, can you remember how many it was to get to bronze? It was just 2, wasn't it? If Susanna just introduced 2, she doubles her income potential to $4,000. Gold and platinum is $8,000 and diamond is $16,000. My dear friend Brett, he now has 3 diamonds in his team. Did he know those people? No, he didn't. So you never know who your referrals know. These 2 are exciting, right? And I bet you're like, oh, give me the link. I want to start. I mean, I want to join again. But would you believe, whilst these 2 are amazing, they're not the best part. The best part is the matching bonus. By far, the most exciting part of the LiveGood compensation plan. So whoever you personally enroll, whatever they're earning in their matrix, you earn half. So let's say I've got Joyce. Joyce is earning $1,000 in her matrix. Because I've introduced her, I get 500. But it gets better because as you rank up, you get paid further matching bonuses deep within your organization. It's uncapped. You can earn as much money as you want to. And it's creating some of the biggest checks we have ever seen. So let's say you bring in 10 people, they're each earning $200 in their matrix. You match them 50%. That's $1,000 to you. 20 people earning $1,000 in their matrix would result in $10,000 a month. And what's it going to cost you? Operating costs of $9.95. No buying, no selling of products, just $9.95. Listen, I don't know what your circumstances are, but what we have here is a gift. It's changed my life in the last 12 months. And if you are working a 9 to 5 and you need more money, you're capped at what you can earn, right? And we are just showing you for just $50 a way to get out of that. Absolutely powerful. I'll take you through the ranks and then we are done. I'm not going to read the numbers out, but just pay attention to the numbers. We are seeing on average 1,600 people a week rank advancing. I am not used to this, especially in the latter stages of my product-based business. I would have to do hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of sales of products to rank advance. It's not like that here. And people are over here that have never had success anywhere else and yet are here and they're changing their lives. So let me come back and see your lovely faces. There's a couple of things that I want to go into. Firstly, LiveGood, #1 fastest growing online business in history. But the team that we are part of, the Go Givers team, which is headed up by Trevor De Silva, he wanted to implement a system that was accessible for everybody. Now, whilst I've been building on social media for years, not everyone can create content. Not everyone wants to do TikToks. Not everyone has a huge following. But what we do have and have the opportunity to do is have a conversation. And what you do is you invite people onto these calls and we do the rest, we do the heavy lifting. And we have info sessions running throughout the week. I've recorded this one. This one's going to go up on YouTube, and you can just send this on to people. And we also share with you what to say to get people to watch. So, guys, thank you so much for coming to spend some time with me this morning. We've got 2 more Zoom calls. I've got me again, unfortunately for some of you, 7 p.m. UK time. And then we have 9 p.m. Eastern with Diamond Leader Curry Russell. So pick up the phone, get them on the next call, and let us do the work. Guys, I appreciate you for being here, and I will catch up with you really soon.